Hello, welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today I'm reviewing the fermented, secondary fermented Harris bitter beer kit. So basically, it's Dark Rock Brewing because it's Harris must be a form, the Dark Rock Brewing's trading name or something. Same boxes, same instructions and all that. Doesn't bother me. Anyway, that's their bitter. Here it is. So I'm going to give it a pour. We'll discuss how it tastes and all that. Bit of smoke there. It's pouring quite nice. We'll pour a pint because I've had a long fucking day. Pardon my French. So, that's lovely, that is. It's crystal clear. It's a lovely dark bitter. It shows you how unlevel my worktop is here. I need to level it up, really. But to be honest, I need to make it bigger. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? It does look good. So we'll give it a sniff, see how it smells like. Yeah, nice bitter, nice touch of fruitiness on there. Smells like a best bitter. Nice bit of maltiness. And let me just answer. And that's tasting lovely. So I'll go back to that. We'll get time to breathe. Anyway, I've been at work today. Got to work for 6:20. Loaded up the van with butternuts that have been growing, butternut squash and pumpkins. I'll answer that in a minute. And went over to the Newark site, Callum, and had a good day. The weather, we know that some rain's coming in tomorrow. Supposed to be loads of rain, but who knows? You never really know. Went over to Callum and blew the paths, done all the ride-on mowing. Need to keep the lid on the grass this time of the year. Not let it get too advanced and ahead of you. Because once it starts getting advanced, it gets long, gets wet, the weeds get bigger. Yeah, and your moss gets worse. So no, did all that. Like I say, planted said butternuts and that. Had a really good day. Went next door into the. Let me turn the sound down. Went next door into the. Went. For fuck's sakes. Went next door. I need to turn that off 1 minute. Yeah, went next door to the Chinese garden. 2 hours in there looking after his. There was a bed. I was putting a bed in for him. Digging out a bed that was old and weedy and all that. Dig all that out. Got rid of the weeds. Brought compost round. Putting compost all in it. Lovely fresh compost. Once it's planted in, it mixes in with the soil, and it rejuvenates what was quite a nasty, crappy bit of soil. About 5 o'clock, finished what I was doing. Went back in next door to pick the van up. Got in the van, went to start it, click, 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 click. Bloody hell, where's that come from? Never had that before. Tried to get in the front of the van. It's this bloody Ford Transits. You know how normally you get in a van or car and you've got a little lever you press or something you press and it opens up your bonnet, and then you have to go to your bonnet and just pull another lever and you're in. No, it's a stupid key on the front. So you twist it one way, that's supposed to open it, and then you twist it the other way and it unleashes the latch. So I'm there spraying WD-40 and nothing, couldn't get in at all. My mate Andy, he got on and said to me, lean on the bonnet while you're doing it. Did that, opened, yeah, there's a swear word there. Turned it up, lifted up. Tried to find some jump leads. We ain't got no jump leads at work. Luckily, I'm big friends and I do the garden of the Chinese people next door. They got jump leads and it's like, yay! Put the jump leads on the mower. Click, 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 click. Made no difference. He brought his car around, bless him. And we tried both the terminals on the front and the battery itself. Nothing. Click, 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 click. And it's sat there. So, you know, then I had to wait for my wife to come and pick me up because she had to come from Nottingham all the way to Newark to pick me up. Then drive from Newark all the way to Arnold so I can go and pick my car up to get home. So literally, I started work at 6:20. I finished work at 8:50. So, yeah, I'm absolutely bum shakalakad. Anyway, lovely. Retaining the head on that beautifully. I do like these old-fashioned beer kits. You know, there's nothing wrong sometimes with going back to the old styles of beer. Not a hint of homebrewiness about it, sugariness or that homebrewing maltiness you used to get years ago. And obviously I use sugar. I did not use beer enhancer or dextrose or liquid malt or, you know, whatever they use. But I am happy with how it's tasting. It's tasting good. So I've been here about 10 minutes. And I thought I'm coming down the beer room to do a review. You know, I just needed to get a beer down. I'm absolutely shattered. Trying to sort things out and all that business. It is what it is, I suppose. You know, can't win them all. Doesn't make me any way nearer any happier about the situation for obvious blooming reasons. But yeah. So I'm gonna drink this pint, and then I'm gonna do another review. 2 reviews, bish bash bosh. Used to do 4. Well, back in COVID days, 4 back-to-back reviews. I don't know how I afforded to do 4 back-to-back reviews. I must have been earning some good money off the internet back then, because I'm certainly not now. Then again, back in COVID, we never went out. In fact, for many years, we never went out drinking. And now we try and get out once a week, and that's nice. Saturday afternoon. Obviously, this weekend, we've just been out on a 2-day experience. All day Saturday, and then part of the Sunday as well. And yeah, it was nice to get over there, and yeah, to visit a few places that tick the old raggy boxes, as it were. That is tasting sublime. If you like a best bitter, you know, a proper best bitter with no craft beer best bitter or anything like that, you just want a decent bitter, maybe from the olden days a little bit. There are things you can do to change best bitters to modernise them, I suppose. You could add a bit of hops to them if you really wanted to. There are things you can do. You could Google, what can I do to enhance a best bitter beer kit? Somebody online will have done something. It's this thing where we get kits and we play around with kits. The beer brewed there is a quality bitter. So then what do we do? Well, we could add more sugar in, or that sort of thing, to bump the ABV up to make a stronger bitter. Would you call it an ESB? Extra strong bitter or extra special bitter? I can't remember what it's called now. And I'm way too tired to remember properly. It's been a long day. I'm ultra tired, and I've got a special beer to review. I was going to review one of my beers from the weekend that I picked up, but I've just remembered I've got a nice beer sitting in front of me. A kingly beer, a beer for kings. So I'm going to review that. But yeah, that is really nice. I've got 23 litres of it. It's going to be my beer for the summer months. All the beers here I've got here in Homebrew are beers for summer. The next lot of brewing I'm doing is for the 2 holidays we've got coming up this year. The weekend away in Bridlington and our holiday in Wales. And I'll save some pennies up for them too. I'm sure we will, me and the wife these days, we seem to be doing a lot of work. But you know something? Working hard, keeping the brain going, being active, not too active, but active. Do you know something? The positivity, the biggest problem and I will absolutely tell you this, my biggest problem is mental health. When I'm feeling low and negative, it drags everything down, and I can feel really, really negative. And yet when I'm doing good, when I'm doing somebody's garden, when I'm doing some great work at work, I'm not there to go to work just to earn the money, skive as much as I can to get through the day. That's not the way I am. Not the way Raggy's Beer Reviews is. Never will be. I'm there to do a great job. It annoys me sometimes when I'm not paid, and especially if I hear some idiots who is on more money than me and they're skivers. They're just not. Then there's no love of the job for them. I'm there for the love of what I do. But anyway, back to the beer review. Don't know where I went off on that tangent. I'm tired. But tasting lovely. St. Peter's Brewery, amazing. That's an amazing brewery. That's the glass. But yeah, that's where we totally go off on one. Harris beer kit from Dark Rock Brewing. That is a lovely beer kit. I've really enjoyed drinking that, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of it as well. And I'm going to text some to the happy drinkers so we can share it out amongst us. Probably a bottle this weekend. If we're sitting outside and no one's noticing, I might crack out a bottle, as it were. But yeah, lovely beer nonetheless. Cheers on.